Welcome to Charts and Hearts. I'm Sarah and she's Lindsay.
And together we're working our way through an epic list of rom-coms in order to find and categorize tropes in the hopes of creating the nerdiest spreadsheet podcasts I've ever seen.
And we are, oh, thank goodness, wrapping up Manic Pixie Dream Girl month with 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, this was rough. We should not have done this in January, the hardest month of the year.
I know. I mean, at least there's other like good rom-com adjacent things happening in the world. But
yes, very true.
Yes. This was an adventure.
Mm-hmm. It was an interesting research experiment.
Yep.
I'll say that. Mm-hmm. I wish that it hadn't made me so mad.
Yeah, and I think
that's the whole month, I think.
It's definitely been the whole month. Like, it's been a journey for sure. Like, I think this one probably made me not the most bad. Okay, so recapping in case you missed it. So we did Elizabethtown and then this one, and then on our Patreon we did Bringing Up Baby, which like...
Yeah.
But between this one and Elizabethtown, I had higher hopes for this one. And I remember liking it more. And then I think too. I found it. So then I was more annoyed / disappointed / strongly disliked it on this like current rewatch because I hadn't seen it for a long time. And I think a huge part of why I liked it, like when it originally came out, was I was just endlessly charmed by Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, me too. I think I watched it during my like mini obsession after Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
That's the third one. Sure. Came out and I watched like a ton of stuff. Like I watched Premium Rush. Like I don't give a shit about bicycles.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was super into them, so I watched it and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this one had the worst. Like, I knew Elizabethtown was going to be rough coming into it.
Yeah.
I think this one made me madder because it was
I had
more of just I had higher hopes, and also I think this one's more misogynistic.
Oh, completely.
Like Elizabethtown is a super rough movie, but this one is just like
is
even though they're like 3-4 years apart, this one is pure aughts, every man sucks butts, and we're gonna have some of the shittiest men ever write a rom-com.
Yeah, like the people writing and involved in this like genuinely hate women.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Like actually you can tell in the first 3 seconds of the movie.
Yeah, like that's dedicated basically to how much he hates his ex.
Yeah.
And then because is that the screenwriter or the director?
It's the screenwriter. So the article that we'll get to is very confusing because she talks about the screenwriter and then she talks about the director's choices for the rest of the movie in the same article. And it's like sometimes in the same paragraph. And so I was slightly disappointed by that because I'm like, a lot of the choices that you're talking about are, I would say, probably more screenwriter choices than director choices anyway. Or both. They're not entirely director choices. So it's kind of like both of the screenwriter, like both of this, because there's 2 screenwriters. Mm-hmm. And they wanted to write a rom-com, like a romance, and then this guy got dumped. So they changed it to this. And then also the directors here. So they all 3 of them kind of seem like they just suck butts.
Pretty much. Yeah. So it's basically, I mean, I'll do a super quick plot summary. It's like this guy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he works, and he's like a sad little boy. And they're in LA and he wanted to be an architect, but he can't get his shit together to be an architect. So he gets a job writing greeting cards, which is like the most rom-com-y job. And while he's there, he meets the perfect girl who's his boss's assistant, played by Zooey Deschanel. And basically everybody thinks that she's stuck up because she's like not immediately friendly with people, except that she is like happens to be friendly to him in an elevator, and therefore he goes from hating her to falling in love with her instantly because she pays attention. And then they spend some amount of time, sort of like 100-something days, because it's like it's bouncing back and forth timeline. It's really annoying. But like sort of they start hanging out and being friends, and she is super clear of like, I'm not looking for a relationship, but they, he says, okay, that's fine. And then they make out and hook up and whatever. And then he wants a girlfriend still, and then gets mad at her that she still is not ready to be in a relationship. Yep. And then basically they break up, even though they're not really together. And then she invites him to a party he imagined that they're getting back together, but in reality it's actually her engagement party. And then he's heartbroken for a period of time, but then also kind of gets his shit together, and then they meet up on a hill, and then he gets a job as an architect and also meets Minka Kelly.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. And
it's ridiculous.
So, he's like he becomes super depressed because this girl broke up with him, which is like fair if they were actually together.
Yeah.
But, like,
and like he becomes more depressed when he finds out she's engaged.
Yeah.
Which is just like,
yeah. And and I can kind of see that of like, oh, you told me that you weren't ready for a relationship, and it's like, well,
yeah, absolutely.
I wasn't, because that was 500 days ago, or like 300 days ago, like a whole year ago. And so I think it would be almost more interesting from her perspective, like this thing of like, oh, you met this guy, he was really nice. It was like you had, sparks and good chemistry, but you weren't ready for a relationship, and then you like meet somebody who like, so that experience of like, oh, I wasn't ready for a relationship with that person, like, I don't know, I think
like until the very end where I just got so mad, I was looking at this as this is what happens when you meet a Manic Pixie Dream Girl and she isn't your Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
Yeah, there's definitely
she doesn't save you. You fall in love with her because she's a Manic Pixie Dream Girl, but she doesn't fulfill her Manic Pixie Dream Girl destiny with you by saving you and making you better. She moves on and maybe is still a Manic Pixie Dream Girl, or maybe her husband sees her for everything that she is and not just physical characteristics.
And but like he falls in like so quickly in love with her and thinks that they have a future, even though she's very clear that they don't. And then he's mad at her for like not letting him like, progress in that relationship. And it's like, well, it wasn't a relationship. Like, it's just the whole like misogynist thing of like entitlement, because he's a good guy and because he like treats her well, that he's entitled to have her in his life.
Yeah. And like they based like the premise that they keep bringing up, the writers and even also Zoe and JGL, is this is like the opposite of a Manic Pixie Dream Girl movie, or it's the opposite of a rom-com because he wants to fall in love and she doesn't. And I'm just like, it's not. That written on paper, 2 lines of he wants to fall in love and she does not, that could be an anti-rom-com or whatever you want to call it, gender swapped rom-com, whatever. But this is not what this is. This is a douchebag who's entitled and is mad. And like there are moments when I'm frustrated with her, but then I'm also like, I'm frustrated with her, but the main part of this is that all of this is unreliable narrator.
Yes.
Plus
absolutely.
Unreliable narrator as a screenwriter. It's unreliable narrator inception.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, so a person who has a strong, like, dislike / doesn't treat women as equals or as people wrote and directed this movie. And then also
about a real person, and he says it's 75% true. So it's 75% true that he remembers of like 5 years ago or something of this person that he hates and has been mad about for 5 years. I'm like, so none of this is true.
And then also they write the character as being an unreliable narrator. Like they show, like he had all these like super romantic memories of them doing stuff, and she's like, not that into it. Like you can tell when he reflects back, and like it is very clear that he was definitely more into her. And it's not like she was leading him on or anything. It was like, it was very clear, but I think he interpreted it incorrectly. It's like, oh, this person is, friendly to me and therefore we should be in love. And it's like, no, she's just friendly because, well, society expects her to be. And when she wasn't friendly, you called her a whore. So yeah. Any good parts about this movie?
Clark Gregg's there.
Yeah.
And that's great. Always. Also Yvette Nicole Bryan. Is that the rest of her name? I just call her Yvette from Community. Shirley.
Yeah.
Is there for a little bit as well. I like that.
Yep.
And
Jeffrey Arend plays one of his like friends who was in Garden State,
Oh
as,
yeah,
like, the curly,
that's where I know
dark-haired
from.
guy.
Yeah.
And I think he's also he's in other stuff, but yeah, that was just funny. And
JGL's dimples. That's a good thing.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is really, I mean, his character's awful, but yeah, his dimples and his cute little tie. And then Matthew Gray Gubler is the other friend. And then, like I said, Minka Kelly shows up at the end, so that's always fun. Yeah. And lots of the music's really good.
Yeah, so though I think we kind of touched on this article already, and I'll put the link in the show notes. I wrote a whole essay about it this morning with a lot of exclamation marks.
Yeah, fair.
So, and all caps. But one of the first things that's in the thing, aside from, okay, so what happens that we're so bent up about at the beginning is that there's this story is based on actual events kind of thingy-ma-do before the movie starts. So it says that, and it said something about, it's about a girl named, and then it gives her real name, and then it says, then it goes to black, and then it just comes up, bitch. And so, like, all of this, we've already talked about this dude sucks, and it's been, like, a long enough time for her to break up with him to write a screenplay, get it greenlit, get it filmed, and go into post-production, and he's still like, no, she's a bitch. So...
yeah, basically men calling women bitches is so, like, violence against women coded.
Yep.
Like,
coded. And then this entire movie is him, and mainly he's more of his two best friends. One of them, who is supposed to be in a long-term loving relationship, calls every woman they have a problem with a lesbian or a whore. They call each other gay constantly. It's just like, I know it's 2009, but this is intense for that time. And, like, I really was pretty sure that men stopped calling each other lesbians in the 90s. So, like,
I don't know.
Even that, I was like,
lucky with the guys in our
maybe
lives.
we were. But I was just like, are we, like, we're still doing this? Like, it's just, yeah. But anyway, one of the quotes that this woman pulls out in the article is, never trust a man that listens to the Smiths. And that is like, he's listening to the Smiths in the elevator. She's like, oh, is that the Smiths? I love the Smiths. And I was like, and a Manic Pixie Dream Girl was born. And then more Smiths plays. And I'm like, wow, you guys watched Garden State and wrote this screenplay at the same time.
That too. Also, yeah. Like, I mean, the Smiths are fine. Like, whatever.
Yeah, they are. But it's just like, yeah.
A girl finding that immediately attractive, or a man perceiving that a woman, like, claiming to like the Smiths happened, like, that, I don't know, it's like such a male fantasy.
Yeah, it is.
Not that girls and women don't like the Smiths, like, that's not gendered. It's the oh, my edgy music choice, and a girl who, like, also likes my music, therefore meant for each other. It's
very Seth Cohen if Seth Cohen was a super douche. I'm like, he's not a perfect character, but he's not this. The only other thing that I wanted to say that's related to this is that there's lots of other stuff, and I will note that it took me a really long time to find an article that called out this screenwriter, like way longer than you would expect, including on Reddit, which seems weird. But a lot of articles, and going back to some of the articles we talked about in Elizabethtown, because this is obviously listed in those articles, is that they treat, they're like, both Zoe and JGL are like, Summer is not a villain in this movie. And I was like, they make her a villain. And so then they're like, they're not the villain, but nobody brings up that he is the problem. Yeah. Nobody brings that up. They're like, she's not the villain. I'm like, yeah. And there's the end of that sentence. Yeah. The other thing that drives me, like, he's rescued-ish from, like, being so sad and alone and lonely, even though he's probably going to get his, like, architectural dream career and who knows what else will happen. But, like, he's all sad and depressed until he meets a girl that he can flirt with. Like, yeah. So, like, if he hadn't met a girl at the end, would he become some, like, so-called, like, sad incel, like
like lead towards violence, like actual violence against women, and get, you know, sort of down that rabbit hole with his like friends who are extra like manosphere.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. It's just a whole thing. Yeah, and of course the girl he meets, his name is Autumn.
Because the screenwriter is the cleverest boy who ever
of course
existed, and why don't people love him more?
Yeah. Yeah, he's such a good guy. Why don't you just like him?
Yeah,
like
he's just a good guy.
Yeah. Gross. Okay.
Anyway,
let's talk about tropes.
Okay, so we didn't actually talk about how this is a weird documentary movie.
Oh, yeah.
I think, I don't know, have we done this before? We've obviously talked voiceovers all the time. This one is set up more like a documentary.
There was something else. There was a documentary about, like, African animals or, like...
Oh, yeah, things. The Nanny Diaries. Yeah, I was like, because that was pretty recent. So that was the one that was like, this is very similar to, like a weird looking zooming out of, like, here are two people that are in a play and we're going to talk about them.
Yeah, and then in this one also there's lots of times of, like, the character, especially Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, talking, like, into the camera. But he's not, like, he's having a conversation in real life, but the way they frame it is, like, it's a documentary.
He breaks the wall. Yeah. And also this guy, I forgot to look him up, but he sounds a lot like the Law and Order man. I don't know if it's him. I don't know if the Law and Order man has an actual role in Law and Order, or if he just does the voice and then also did the voice. Oh, no, it's not. Is it Ken Burns? Because he does the documentary of Community, the Pillows and Blankets documentary.
Okay. So the narrator is a man named... Sorry, my computer's being like that. Richard McGonigal. And what sorts of things has he been in? He's done a lot of voice acting. He's been...
the Community episode is Keith David is the narrator. So it's not the same man, but he sounds very similar. The Law and Order man is Stephen Zernkilton. So none of them are the same people.
No, I think
they
this is just
all have deep voices.
Yeah, this guy's just been in, like, he's a character actor. His credits are incredibly long. He's been in, like, an episode of almost everything. He plays Senator Warren in 18th of Potomac, the West Wing episode. And
I don't watch that episode a lot.
No, why would you?
Probably most people don't. So I have no idea who he is. Yeah, just bringing that up is kind of a crime.
Episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation that I can't remember, so he's not super memorable in that. Yeah, and then since the 2000s, it looks like he's almost exclusively done voice acting.
Okay, cool.
Not entirely, but yeah, he's got a very long list of credits. And if you saw his picture, he would look familiar. Yeah. So yeah, random voiceover, documentary-esque. And with the sort of transition title cards that are sort of sketchy architectural things, that was sort of my strongest memory of this. That and the IKEA scene.
Yeah. And the playing with time, the flipping back and forth. There's the fake out at the beginning, the showing the last day, and yeah.
There's random dancing, which is...
I know, but I love that part.
I know, I do too.
It's really good. Like that again, that was one of my top memories of this movie. Like, the memories that I have were the cards, the end scene that is actually at the beginning, the autumn terribleness, and then the dancing, and him checking out his reflection, and Han Solo looking back at him.
I love that.
Which is just like,
it's giving
off I Just Had Sex by Lonely Island, but I don't care. It's very
and
funny.
The dancing's really good because, or like, basically anytime the two of them do have really good chemistry. So when they're just like being present and like gazing at each other or whatever, it is
that's
like,
also
it feels good.
So love the dancing. And he's got a rom-com job, like we said. It's just like running shoe designer. These boys in these movies, they have worse jobs than Hallmark ladies.
Yeah. Obviously, Manic Pixie Dream Girl, and she doesn't believe in love, so therefore you can just like have sex with her and it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Except he's so like sensitive and such a good guy that he really wants a relationship. Oh, gag me.
We've got an old movie mention, which is The Graduate, which I've never seen. So I don't know if we classify it as a romance. And also, it's never explained why she's crying and gets upset by The Graduate, but that's because he doesn't really ask. So whatever. There is also 2 times they play and he references She's Like the Wind, which is amazing because that song rules. And also, it's our first ever movie that we did. So
yay! Oh, amazing. It's definitely love at first sight. He basically, as soon as he sees her, like as soon as she's immediately like not rude, he's in love.
He's in love. Yeah. We've got a wise, young, snarky sister who is Chloe Grace Moretz, who also was like that. Was she the one who was in Kick-Ass, or who was like the young superhero who swears?
Yeah, I think
she just got like typecast for a while as this like
a wise, sassy kid.
Yeah. She's and so
Kick-Ass.
So she is the person he goes to, and she gives okay advice sometimes, and then she also gives terrible advice, probably because she's 10 or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, I like her though. I think she's like as an actor,
she does a good
really
job. Good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've got old tech. Like he's got iTunes.
I was like, oh, look at that, so fun. And montages. They're already playing with time, so you don't need a montage to go over this number of days, but there is a lot of montages anyway. The IKEA montage and stuff like that is, Oh, that was my other note that was less angry, was they're obnoxious when they're pretending to be a couple in IKEA, but we all did that.
Oh, of course. Like,
we were all 25 running around IKEA like little idiots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Lindsay, does this movie pass the Bechdel test?
Nope. Both Bringing Up Baby, which is like the worst movie we've ever watched, and Elizabethtown, I think, do better because they have technical passes. She may interact with women in backgrounds of scenes, but again, unreliable narrator, male gaze, unreliable narrator, Inception. She only exists for him.
She never speaks to anybody other than him, as far as I can tell.
Like this, a lot of people, including I think JGL, think the last scene on the bench is a dream or hallucination. And so like this whole thing could be a dream for her. And that's what I'm saying. Like this entire thing could be an insane hallucination because she never interacts with anybody. So failure.
Manic Pixie, what's the rabbit? Oh shoot,
Harvey.
Yeah, Manic Pixie Harvey. Would have been a funnier joke if I could remember the rabbit's name.
And I will also say super white, obviously very straight, obviously very homophobic, and also misogynistic and hates women. So fails all around. Woo! Bottom of the barrel.
Okay, let's make a
pie. Again, only thing saving this movie, JGL's dimples.
Yeah. And like a little bit his little skinny ties. Like 30%?
Yep, that's
Is that too high?
No. I was like, let's have some good parts of this pie.
Just the general ooshiness of everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call this slice of our pie.
I just wrote ugh because that's just how I felt. And I think, like, maybe if I hadn't read the trivia halfway through the movie, I would have been less uggy about it, but then I just would have been madder afterwards.
Men who hate women? Is that?
Yeah.
Or like, maybe but just misogyny. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, just do misogyny. Yeah.
Yeah. 20?
Yep.
30.
We got a lot of slices.
Okay, 25. 25, sure. 25% misogyny.
Weird day count. I don't know what to call this, but like, it's a thing, and it's a quirk of the movie. And again, if this movie was better, I think I would have enjoyed that. There's lots of like hints, like sometimes it's spring, sometimes it's winter, sometimes they're dark when he is sad, they're bright when they're in love. Yeah, like the sort of day counter and the sort of title card things. Like 15?
unreliable narrator.
I don't know, 7,000.
Written by an unreliable writer.
Yeah.
15?
Yeah.
60, 85. So that leaves us with 15.
Yeah, for architectural sketches.
Yeah.
Let's move narrator to 20
Okay.
and sketches to 10, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
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 Yeah, architectural sketches. Because, yeah, he does lots of sketching. He, like, does an amazing drawing on her arm. And I'm like, what kind of pen draws on arms that well?
I know.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a less weird pie than it could have been.
JGL, here to save the day.
Here to save the day, as always. Yeah. Okay, and then, Lindsay, what's next for them?
Like, technically, it doesn't matter. She's married, and
And
he sucks.
Yeah.
He maybe is going to go out with this autumn lady, and I hope that either he... I don't even know. I don't know. I hope she is okay. Basically.
Yeah,
Let's go with that.
Yeah, I hope she turns out great.
I hope she has enough chutzpah to call him out like that random date he went on did.
Yes.
And then maybe he'll turn his life around. I have no idea.
Maybe he needs
meet,
better
like,
friends
really
great friends at his new architecture job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those friends, like, they talk about how long they've known each other, so it's like since grade 4 or whatever. So I'm like, that's why they're in a oh my god, I can't talk anymore. Self-perpetuating cycle
like
of misogyny.
Yeah, like an echo chamber of
Yeah.
They have never been friends with a girl, and it shows.
Yeah.
Okay, and then on a more exciting news, what's next for us?
We're out. We did this month is over. And now we're into smooth skating.
Yay!
Because it's Olympics time, and we're starting with one of the best, according to Trevor from Ghosts.
Yeah.
And that's going to come up more. We're doing Cutting Edge, and you're welcome.
Ugh,
I'm so excited.
That brings us to the end of this episode and the end of Manic Pixie Dream Girl month. We are sorry for inflicting that on ourselves and you. You can leave us a rating or a review wherever you get your podcasts, and you can always find us on social media. We are at Charts and Hearts Podcast on Instagram and Threads.
You can head to our website, chartsandhearts.com, where you can submit your suggestions for rom-coms and tropes for us to add to the list. Do you have any movies that have Manic Pixie Dream Girls but are better? I don't even know if that's a possibility. But, like, we've had other movies where their Manic Pixies are in it, but they're normal rom-coms. So, anyway. Also, do you have other JGL movies that are romance movies? Because he is not in a lot of movies. And
no, I would like
I'm sad that we've done both of them. I don't know if there are any other ones. Let us know. Yeah, and you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/chartsandheartsclub. As we've mentioned, we did Bringing Up Baby this month. That was the thing that happened.
Yep.
But we do have lots of other really good episodes on Patreon. So please listen to those. And next month, we're doing Men with Brooms. So if you like Paul Gross and also Canada or curling, come on over. It's going to be a great time.
I'm very excited. Not just because I love Men with Brooms. Like, it's in my, I don't know about, it's in my, like, top some number of movies. I haven't seen it for a long time, so we'll see. I'm going to reserve judgment. Let us know your thoughts on 500 Days of Summer. Do you have better ways of expressing our ooshiness that I feel like we struggled to convey?
Yeah.
Just like bad vibes from all the dudes in this movie. And in the meantime, this is a reminder. Just because she likes the same bizarro crap you do doesn't mean she's your soulmate.
Yes. Oh, I love the Smiths.
Ugh. I roll. Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye.